Welcome to Gidalyfe Astrology. It's 12 in the morning. I'm late as I'm always. So won't you come over my place and put a smile on my face? I need to get on a beat. Welcome to Gidalyfe Astrology with TMZ. We're still in bull season. That is why I'm playing No Bullsh by Chris Breezy, who is a bull. His birthday is actually this week. It is after midnight, so it is the day after May Day, May the 2nd. Yesterday was May Day. I haven't been talking about astrology in the setup studio, or whatever you want to call this, for a while, so welcome back. It is our anniversary next week, so things will be changing. I'm working on changing the scenery. But yes, we're smack in the middle of Taurus season, or we're at least almost to the middle. We're like on the 10th day, and it is now May. And boy, May has some things up its sleeve, especially after Scorpio full moon we just had. Pluto Retrograde that just kicked off. It's like the minute after the Scorpio moon happened. And Pluto and Scorpio, Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, so the moon's ruler. And Pluto is in Capricorn, which is the opposition sign of the moon's ruler. The moon is ruled by Cancer. Speaking of Cancer, we have Mars in Cancer. That's been doing all kinds of crazy things on my home front. I don't know about yours. My moon is actually in Trine with Mars in Cancer right now. All my Scorpio planets are in Trine with all the Taurus planets. We actually have a planet that's leaving Taurus tomorrow. Who could it be? And it's going home, actually. So we know Venus is home in Taurus. We know Uranus is home in Aquarius. So I'm talking about the lovely Mercury. And when Mercury moves to its home rulership in Gemini, it'll retrograde too this month. Speaking of retrogrades, so we have Pluto that happened at the end of April. We have Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde coming at the end of May. We have the new moon in Taurus coming up. We have Mercury moving into Gemini, like I said, conjuncting with our destiny path with the North Node. It is the Capricorn moon. That is my moon. Sorry, I haven't been here since the Libra moon. But yes, I did do a video during the Scorpio full moon downtown, because we're talking a lot about Capricorn. We're talking a lot about the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. We're definitely talking about Mars and this beautiful sun illuminating and making us feel secure and financially secure too. Let's get it. So speaking of the sun in Taurus and all the things it's illuminating, remember Taurus means your 5 senses. So I brought something that I got today to take care of my sense of smell. Been buying flowers for like the last month. Just have to have them. Taurus season really brought my finances up. I cannot speak enough about the trines that are happening. Trines are quick energy. We're going to talk about trines. There's a few of them going on right now, especially Mercury trining Pluto. I got, for my listening pleasures, because I don't listen to the radio too much, or many of these celebrities who are, anyway. Let me take it out. And it sits on this lovely little circular pillow. I gotta learn how to play this sucker because Seems so easy on the videos. But it does put you in a trance. It's a good sound. My singing bowl. Taurus season. It's halfway to my birthday season. It's a lot of people in my family's birthday. My daughter, again, her birthday was April 22nd. Her father's was the 27th, the day of the Pluto Retrograde. That is also the day I got my lovely PPP loan from the shadow government. Anyway, I have great reads. This one I ordered from watching a YouTube. Please forgive me for the name of the YouTube channel I was watching. She was doing a show with Gidalyfe Mac. And it was so good that I decided to buy her book. I'm a little bit beyond the beginner's book, but this is still a really good book that does have some information that I do not know yet. And then I was watching another show yesterday, Rex E. Bills. Not sure who Rex E. Bills is, but this book I want to get into with today's episode. It gives you just lists, nothing else but lists on all the planets, all the signs, all the houses, and then it gives you certain things in alphabetical order, and it tells you what pages or what signs. It gives you what signs by looking at the symbols. I don't know if you all can see that well, but the rulership book. So everything that the sign rules, the house rules, and the planet rules. So this is really good. Just got that today. Then I had me some good eats, that's why, and drinks. That's why my sense of taste had me wanting to rest. So I took care of my sense of feel. And now I'm here doing my late night astrology as usual. All right, and I will say that really quickly, the opposition side of Taurus is Scorpio. So I have a Scorpio stellium. There's currently a Taurus stellium going on. And the funny thing about it is all three, because Mercury is going to move into Gemini. So my Mercury is actually in the opposition sign of Gemini, which is Sagittarius. So we'll talk about that in due time. But the sun, my sun is in Scorpio. So that's opposing, that is opposing the Taurus sun. My Venus is in Scorpio, opposing the Venus in Taurus right now. My Uranus is in Scorpio. And let me just say one thing about my Venus in Scorpio real quick, then I'll get off of me, because now my stellium first house is taking over and it's becoming all about me. But my Venus in Scorpio means that I want such dedicated loyalty to me, and I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. There is hardly anybody out here that can give me the loyalty that I need. If you think you are the one, please, because first of all, I want my man to pay attention to my astrology, because that is what I do, and that is my baby next to my children. Second of all, if he can't give me likes and shout outs on here, then what are we doing? But that's just my Venus in Scorpio. It's a really powerful place for Venus to be. Uranus is exalted in Scorpio, so super unique. You know, I get on camera all the time, like, I know I'm cute, but I don't always care what my hair looks like. It's pinned up, though. It's cute to me. But I'll take it out and look even cuter. You know, Scorpio means intensity, and without spending too much time going to look through this book, I'll pause this and give you exactly what Scorpio is in a quick synopsis. My apologies. I had to answer the text of the new Aquarius I'm dealing with. I guess it must be me having the Uranus, which is Aquarius's ruler, in Scorpio. Anyway, enough about me. What is going on with Scorpios, talking about Scorpios. And this is based on Pluto being ruled by Scorpio, which is in retrograde, which is a big deal, and the moon that was just full in Scorpio 2 signs ago, 4 days ago. So the moon, just to give you a reminder, is about how you react and respond to things. It's your emotions. So this moon illuminated everything about Scorpios that just happened. Everything about Pluto, everything about the 8th house, and all your placements. That if you have any placements in Scorpio, 8th house, or wherever your placement of Pluto is, it was illuminated this past weekend. Full moon energy lasts for 10 days or more. So let's just talk about Scorpios real quick. Without Scorpios, this is just like a little poem if you've ever heard about Without Black Inventors. Or I used to do this poem when I was a teacher. So this is my poem for Without Scorpios. Let's just start off by saying, yeah, right. You wouldn't transform. You wouldn't step into your power. You wouldn't slap the transformation or change into somebody's face. You wouldn't sting. You wouldn't shock people into reality. Scorpio, of course, has the symbol of the stinger. Where is my scorpion stinger? Right there, yep. You wouldn't be reborn. You wouldn't die mentally, not physically per se, but you could die physically, and come back in a new life as a new person, be reborn again. Scorpio is 3 levels, as most signs are, but the Scorpio levels is the scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix. The phoenix, of course, rises from the fiery ashes. Excuse me. Now, again, figuratively speaking, you don't die per se from being a Scorpio, but you do transform from what your old self was. So your old self dies, and you create a new self, a new persona even. Without Scorpios, you won't get to the bottom of things. Very investigative, very deep. Without Scorpios, you won't experience loyalty. Like I said, my Scorpio and Venus is looking for loyal love, looking for loyalty in finances and beauty. I have a serious loyalty with all the people that do my hair. Enough about me. I keep going back to me. All right, you won't experience deep, dark to light, sacred conversations, bringing dark to light. You won't experience passion. Scorpio is all about passion. Scorpio's other ruler is Mars. Mars is your passions. Scorpios rule the genitalia area. Best sex ever. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Scorpios are your best friends. Scorpios are your psychologists. Scorpios are your what do you call it? Evaluation people. Critique. You know what I'm trying to say? We critique you with to the T, detailed. Scorpios don't sugarcoat. There's no avoiding Scorpio or Scorpio energy. It is intense. It is extreme. Now, we're in the flip side of Scorpios. Tauruses can definitely be loyal. Remember, your opposition sign has some of your characteristics. Taurus has to deal with finances. Scorpio has to deal with other people's finances. Taurus has to deal with security. Scorpio has to deal with loyalty. Tauruses take charge, control in the bed. Scorpios are the deep waves that are rocking in the bed. I hope you see some of the connections that Scorpio and Tauruses make. It is also a partnership. It's not only an opposition, it's also a partnership between Scorpios and Tauruses. And here's one thing that I just wanted to read about Scorpios before I wrap it up and we get back to the weekly forecast. But back in this book, the rulership book, let me just throw a few places that were created in Scorpio season, therefore I have Scorpio energy. One that really shocked me was Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is where all my family is from. That is very interesting on my mother's side, my maternal family. Ghent, Belgium. Liverpool, England. Oil pools in Oklahoma was discovered. Fez, Morocco. Morocco is one of the countries I have on my bucket list to visit. Catalonia, Spain. Pharmacies are ruled by Scorpio. Reptiles in places where they're abound. That makes sense because Scorpion gets to deep, dark secrets, and there's a reptilian secret on this earth right now that is possibly being discovered. Venereal diseases. And here's the place I wanted to show y'all the most. Washington, D.C. is on here. I don't remember Washington, D.C. being created, and I'm from here. I don't remember our day. I thought our day was April 15th, but that's Emancipation Day. So I guess I'll have to get to more research on that, but it does have it down here. And wombs, witches, all kinds of crazy stuff, y'all. I can almost think about why I'm going back to DC. It might be on this list of being ruled by Scorpio. It's probably because DC is definitely one of the 3 cities that control the world. Scorpio has to do with stepping into your power. However, with Pluto in retrograde, power is being taken away when it's not fitting anymore. So, bye-bye, DC. Now, with Pluto retrograde and Scorpio energy and all the things that I just talked about with Scorpio energy, at some point you need to be transformed from that kind of energy. Not all of it's bad. It doesn't mean that because it's bad or good that it needs to transform. It's just time. Pluto retrograde happens, which is wild, and I didn't even notice this. Again, there's so many layers to astrology that you think I never think I know everything with astrology because there's so much that you can still learn, but you don't really realize it until you're aligned with it or until you learn a lot about it to realize what's going on. But Pluto retrogrades half of every year, or almost half. It lasts for 5 months, and it happens every year. So last year, and most of the time it happens in between the spring to the fall, or the summer to the winter. So this year it is happening in the spring started on April 27th and ends on October the 6th. So at some point during Pluto's retrograde every year, you have to know how to step away from whatever it is representing in a Scorpio manner. Okay, so it is representing Capricorn. Capricorn and Scorpios are compatible. So at this point, we're stepping away from our comfort zone in things that deal with the world and reality, government, authority, transforming all those kind of things. Let me know if you're feeling any of this yourself in the comments. Again, please stop if you have not now. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. I appreciate you so much. And then just let me know if you're feeling any of these transformative. I mean, Pluto is it is the most outer planet. It is a planet that some people don't claim sometimes, or some astrologers don't claim, which is how Scorpios feel too. Very misunderstood. But it is mostly important because Jupiter is the biggest planet, and it abundantly creates us as individuals. It gives us things. It rewards us. Pluto is the smallest planet, but it gives the greatest impact. It doesn't rewards per se, but it definitely gives you power or takes it away because you don't need the power anymore, because the power is not fitting anymore, or it gives you the power because you do need it, because it is fitting for you because you have transformed, if that makes sense. And at some point, you need to transform. good thing it's in a cardinal sign. That means it's going to start new. You know, cardinal signs start new. They start the seasons. They tend to start projects or things. So Capricorn is a good place for Pluto to be in. However, it has that fixed energy from Scorpio. So all fixed signs. Going back into talking about these fixed signs now, Taurus, stubborn, Scorpio, demanding, Leo, dramatic, and Aquarius, unique. Those fixed signs, us fixed signs, have to want change in order for change to really be effective. However, the most intense fixed sign is Scorpio, and it's going to transform you whether you're ready or not. And that's that. Let's get started on the weekly forecast finally, like 20 minutes later. So because I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, we still have to go back and talk about the past week. The full moon in Scorpio illuminated all the things that we have been hiding, hidden secrets, things we don't step into our power about, where we're not transforming. It shined the light on that. And then the very next day, because the full moon was at night on the 26th and Pluto went in retrograde like the next morning on the 27th. So how do we let go of the power and control that we give or receive? So for me, for example, I got a lawyer. I got a lawyer because Pluto's not the only planet that's affecting us, of course, right? All these planets affect us. The planet that's affecting us, me the most right now, is Mars in Cancer. Mars is a strong, aggressive planet that does not like to be in sidestepping, moody, crappy patty Cancer. But that Mars in Cancer struck up a lot of the things that I needed to let go of giving or receiving. Mainly, my ex-husband, the Taurus, his new girlfriend, and I, and my children, my Taurus daughter who just turned 20, my son who is a Taurus ascendant. All this tied into our old past power controls, power struggles between me and my ex-husband, and controlling our kids and how we jointly co-parent. Long story short, I had to get a lawyer because it is now time to transform the co-parenting situation that we've had for 20 years now because our oldest daughter is 20. So that is part of Pluto retrograde tied in with Mars and Cancer. Capricorn, Cancer, opposition signs, right? Another example. I don't know if this name rings a bell. Jessica Beauvoir. Not a lot of media is reporting this because they don't want any, well, I'm not gonna speak for the media. Jessica Beauvoir is a young lady who was on a podcast of her own, drinking and smoking on the camera live. And then a couple hours later was being arrested because she hit a police officer after saying fuck the police before she ended her live. Pluto again rules death, it rules hospitals, it rules sirens, it rules police, it rules all things intense, forceful. Pluto in retrograde will shut you down if you don't shut yourself down. So, Miss Beauvoir got locked up because she didn't shut down her hateful, intense feelings about police. We all have them. I had to actually shut myself down today because I had on a face shield instead of a mask. The face shield just covered my face. The manager, after 2 of his employees let me come through, decides to pick on me and say that I need to put on my face mask. I bought the face mask in the same area that I was shopping in 2 days before, and no other stores had problems, to include a nail salon. No other customers had problems. I felt very controlled. I felt a power struggle today. However, I got myself together and said, Pluto won't get me today, okay? I controlled the situation by taking his picture and letting him know that this wasn't over, because I'm still a Scorpio and I'm still gonna get your ass. Vindication City. Anyway, what obsessions, addictions, extreme actions are you refusing to stop doing? So I am stopping my aggressive, angry ways. I'm still gonna be firm, but I want to prevent Pluto from getting me. I want to prevent getting locked up. I want to prevent death, because death can happen even, you know, at this time in Pluto retrograde, because there's so many aggressive actions or feelings, emotions going on. But unless you choose to take control of what is controlling you, you know, you'll be okay. Obsessions are over and done. Pluto rules obsessions. So the Scorpios have obsessive personalities. And this is like going cold turkey. This is like, and this is tough for me too because I am a Scorpio. This is like not having sex for a year. This is like not being able to read through somebody's phone that you are always reading through. You know, illegal activities are over. Corruption is over in Pluto in retrograde. That's why everybody that's excited about certain secrets coming out, get ready. We've been saying get ready for a minute. This is anything that has to do with Scorpio is going to be hidden secrets coming out, especially in a retrograde. That's also why I mentioned when the nodes change, it is our destiny to find security in where we are when the node changes to Taurus. But it'll also be most of our experiences in bringing out secrets when the South Node goes into Scorpio. And this happens in January of 2022. So illegal activities like corrupt government, dealing with Capricorn, remember, corruption in the corporations, banks, to go smaller than these large entities, people who boost, people who do thefts, brothels or hoe houses, casinos, many kind of crimes, treason. All these things have to deal with Pluto and Scorpio. And this is like even certain cases that were corrupt or done wrong are being opened back up in Pluto and retrograde. So this is like nowhere to run to, baby, nowhere to hide type season. And it's going on all the way till Libra season. And then right after Libra season is Scorpio season. So basically, this is the year of let it out, release it. It doesn't serve you anymore. Peace out, detach. Scorpios are good at detaching. We're definitely good at clinging too, but definitely good at detaching as well. All right, I know I would want to talk about Scorpio and Pluto a lot and the Scorpio full moon. So this week coming up is going to be really short. Mercury moves into Gemini on May the 3rd, which is 2 more days. It's actually tomorrow because it is May the 2nd now. Mercury is the fastest moving planet. So Mercury will be leaving. Venus is right behind Mercury. They have been closely following each other all this time. But Mercury goes into retrograde at the end of this year. So Venus will catch right up with it and pass it. That is coming up soon. So, well, actually in 3 weeks. So we have plenty of things happening before then. But first, before Mercury goes into Gemini tomorrow, there's a lovely trine. Mercury is trining Pluto. So Pluto's in Cap and Mercury is in Taurus. Trine means both of the same element signs are giving wonderful quick energy to each other. Mercury trining Pluto will bring secrets coming out. Like we said, thoughts can get deep and reveal some things. It's time to detach from old patterns and investigate other motives. That is with Mercury in Pluto, Mercury trining Pluto, Mercury in Taurus, trining Pluto in Capricorn. Sun in Taurus, squaring. So here's the Sun in Taurus, and we're squaring Saturn in Aquarius, the two fixed signs, the same mode. All right, so weeks before, Saturn is going to retrograde at the end of this month. Saturn is giving us a look at the reality, the ongoing reality of being conscious and aware and being responsible. And the Sun is illuminating that responsibility. The Sun is giving the long-lasting vibes to Saturn, saying, you know what, show everybody what they're supposed to be doing and make it conflicting with the square. So when Saturn retrogrades, that'll be even more readjusting to us socially and realistically. So Saturn is giving us all kinds of reality checks since last year. And when it retrogrades, it's coming in even more, but we'll save that for later. The Sun, again in Taurus, is conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So blended energies from the biggest planet in the sky, the Sun, to the planet that is all about innovative, uniqueness, rebellion, revolution. So these blended energies are illuminating on our self-expression and our uniqueness and how it's progressively growing. So I definitely see this in myself. Again, my Sun and my Uranus are in Scorpio, and they are definitely trining this conjunction. So this is definitely happening for me. And one thing about Uranus being the new world, the uniqueness, and it being in Taurus, my two children I was just talking about, my Neptune and Aquarius children, I like to say, I had to really look at them this week, especially today, and just discover their uniqueness. And me and my Cap moon, my emotions, how I react to them. Capricorns can be very emotionalist. Capricorn is the opposite sign of Cancer, which rules the moon. So it's like I have to learn how to be understanding of this new world, these new children, this new kind of being. You know, all of parents, I'm sure, at this age, I even told my teenagers and my 20-year-old, I told them this evening that I understand how my mother was worried to death about me now. And it's not that I'm worried about them, it's just that I'm trying to accept and understand their uniqueness in their self-expression, especially with this conjunction, Sun conjuncting Uranus. And it's shining, like my kids are at their peak of their youth right now. And this transit is just causing me to detach and think out the box with them. Not getting mad, not get emotional. But yes, this is a serious transit for me in my household right now. Then we have the moon sextiling Neptune. So let's move Trine real quick. Sextile deals with compatible signs. So the moon is in Capricorn, and it is sextiling Neptune, which is Pisces. So this is water and earth energy collaborating. So here it is. The moon in Capricorn, sextiling Neptune. All right, in Pisces. This collaboration deals with emotions and idealism. This can cause the collective to be more aware and sensitive to those who are suffering and in need, because that is what Neptune also deals with. Certain groups that are unnoticed, they go unnoticed. And compassion for those who are going through emotional times as well. Also, our fantasies and imaginations are on high when you have the moon sextiling Neptune. Neptune is at home in Pisces as well. A lot of these planets are at home, so this is another reason why we feel such intensity from certain things. But we've talked about that enough in other videos. Please remember to go back if you don't understand some of the Aspects that I use, aspects are sextiles, trines, conjunctions, oppositions, and squares, or any of the planets and their seasons. All right. Last, we have Venus sextiling Neptune. So we just talked about the moon sextiling Neptune, and now we have Venus and Taurus sextiling Neptune. That is still Earth and water energy. This, again, Venus, romance, beauty. This can bring peace also and cooperation with relationships and love and our emotions. And I can say that my Aquarius ticked me off today, but I kept myself together. Again, I'm working on me transforming into a new me instead of the one that I want to pull away from. Not that the old me was bad, but it's just not fitting for me anymore, which is the whole theme. Whatever doesn't fit anymore, let it go. Now, again, Venus sextile Neptune can bring unconditional love as well as, flaws and all kind of acceptance. However, remember Neptune in Pisces, when it's in its home sign, that can bring a lot of unconscious stuff too, so just be aware of that. Now, Mercury moving into Gemini really quick, and then we'll wrap this up. Mercury, the planet of information, is at home in Gemini. All opinions matter. Everybody thinks they have the same thing. I mean, the best answer to everything, or the only answer. This also is a time where new information will come in heavy. It'll help us become mutable because Gemini is a mutable sign. Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius, meaning it accepts change well. Once the new information comes in, as of tomorrow, right? Mercury goes retrograde, and then we're challenged to rethink the whole conjunction of the planets that are going to be moving into Gemini and the energies coming from it. So everything is serious about astrology. Everything is real. Everything is everything. And it's just, now we are moving into a time that is where we have to be more aware and conscious. And what better thing to have a map to know exactly what the energies are to be aware and conscious about. I'm going to end it there. Thank you for tuning in to Addicted to Astrology with TMZ. I am teaching everyone abundantly and empowering many, empowering many, Zakia, enlightening every day. Stay tuned. We'll be coming up on our 1-year anniversary. I don't really remember which day I started on, so my 1-year anniversary is going to be on my half-year birthday, May the 15th, so that is coming up in just 13 short days. Peace, y'all.